Hello Lego train people. This is actually cut number 2 of this video. If you're seeing this, then it means I hated the first time I did this and I rambled way too much, which is pretty lucky because I do that a lot and there's no need to be rambling. So I've made some layout changes. Station's moved over there. It's no longer there. The actual track layout's the same as it was in the last video. You guys are familiar with my nickel metal hydride passenger train. Runs nice and smooth and fast. It's running around its little inner loop right now. Everything's normal except what the heck is that? Hey, isn't that the battery pack and the adapter and the power functions, IR receiver? Isn't that the original front bogie? Yeah, this is now 9 volt. Not directly, not actually. It's not using a real 9 volt motor. It is using my Bevan's Bricks single wheel, single power pickup and connected directly to a power functions motor. So this train just runs 24/7 all the time as long as it has power through the world's worst 9 volt contacts. Don't look too close at that. I don't even want you, don't even look at it. Don't look at that either. Don't look at any of that. It's bad. Basically, it's just a regular 9 volt transformer hooked up to my 9 volt loop. I'm using this as a test mule right now. Its parts are going to eventually go back in it. Eventually, this thing is going to get the 9 volt treatment instead. But this one's easier to rip apart to experiment with, so it often gets ripped apart. I've also rebuilt it 7,000 times. It's been derailed a million times. The pieces are scratched and gouged, and it's just a workhorse. It's just my favorite train. You know, it's not stock. It's not even that good looking. It's honestly kind of an ugly train, but I just love it. I love everything about it. I've put a lot of labor into it, so it's just become my favorite. So yeah, we are now officially on a 9 volt layout. And by officially, we're using so many non-official Lego pieces, it is actually insanity at this point. You know, obviously you guys see the colored pieces littered throughout the track. You guys know I have 3D printed. You guys know that I have a lot of homemade copper tape 9 volt track, including colored ones. This rail is going to be 9 volt. This little yard at some point will be 9 volt. This is just a test loop, but I'm going to let this thing run. As you can see here, let's get this turned on. Helps that the contacts are in correctly. Goes from about 8.8 to 9.2, depends on where the train is at, how much power it's pulling. It's just a dead simple transformer, so obviously under load it's going to have less voltage than whenever it's not under load, and the load is variable because this rail is just basically one giant resistor. So yeah, that's basically the update I have for right now. Some track changes. I have a bunch of other things going on. Oh yeah, how is this running like this? Well, because there's no infrared receiver, whenever it hits the gaps in the track, basically the momentum of the train carries it to the next contact point, and it keeps going. But it's so fast that you don't even notice. It's not like it even has a chance to slow down. Even with this being as light as it is right now, it normally has that fat, heavy nickel metal hydride pack in it. But yeah, this train is going to be the one that actually gets that treatment. It's just a pain in the butt to rebuild. It's not easy for me to do quickly. So that's what we're going to do. Also, I'm going to try to fix this. I don't know that I actually fixed that. In fact, I just managed to break things. But anyway, this is just connected directly to an adapter above my lights. Don't worry about any of that nonsense. But that's temporary. Again, it's just super tossed together. You know, I probably have one of the jankiest Lego train layouts on YouTube. It's janky, it's real, it's ultra budget. I wouldn't have it any other way at this point. One day we'll have all new shiny track and everything will be lithium ion and you know, managed correctly. But for now, this is what we got. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these updates. I'm doing my best with the health issues that I have to get as much stuff done as possible. Unfortunately, it just doesn't really work that way. Like, it's not like I have infinite energy, and now I'm actually prepping to go back to work, as I mentioned in another video. So it's only going to kind of get worse from here. But you guys stay safe out there, you know. I will say that the hospitalization I had is related to a bug bite. Don't mess around with bug bites. You never know quite what bit you unless you've actually seen it. You should go to the hospital if it's swelling, if it's red, if it's serious. There's a number of diseases that you can get from bug bites, and I just happened to get one. And most of them are not fun, not friendly. They are brutal for the most part. I just want you guys to be safe out there, be careful. I'm not going to give you this massive speech about it or tell you not to go outdoors or do outdoor things. I'm a super paranoid person. Whenever I camp, I'm spraying my gear, I'm spraying my bag, I'm spraying my tent, spraying my tarp, my chair. I spray my clothes before I go out. I spray all my skin, I spray my hat, I spray everything, and it still managed to happen to me. It is what it is. I'm on medication and a course treatment for it, but this is the kind of thing where if you don't catch it, you can end up with a lifelong disease if you don't catch stuff fast. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. You know, I'll be back again as soon as I can, as soon as I have the energy. In the meantime, you guys have fun, stay safe out there, and don't be scared to have a janky Lego train set up. It's still fun. I still enjoy everything all the big guys do. For the most part. Maybe I'm a little salty.